Hi there, I'm Wild Humphrey, the Fact Master. I'll tell you all the things you didn't know, and I'm back with a fact for you today, and everything I tell you is from up here. Now we're on the 14th of May, and there's a famous battle took place today during the reign of Henry III, and this was the Battle of Lewes, which took place in Sussex. And it was between Henry III and his men and a guy called Simon de Montfort, the 5th Earl of Leicester. And it all started after de Montfort had befriended the king some years earlier. And the king was very happy with Montfort and they got on really well. In fact, de Montfort married the king's daughter and became his son-in-law. At that point, things started to change. De Montfort started to use the king's name to help him get whatever he wanted. And that included getting his hands on lots of money, because he would use the king's name as guarantor for many loans. The king, of course, didn't know about this. But when he found out, Henry III was not happy at all. So he banished de Montfort off to France. He said, I'm not having him here, but he'd underestimated de Montfort's ability and power and strength. De Montfort knew the king was weak, and although Henry III had reigned, actually the first king to reign for over 50 years, he was a very unpopular king. So de Montfort had no trouble raising an army and coming back to England, where he fought the forces of Henry III today at this Battle of Lewes. Now, de Montfort's men crushed the king's men easily, and at the battle, de Montfort then captured King Henry III and threw him in the Tower of London under lock and key, where he kept him there while de Montfort was the unofficial King of England. He said he was ruling on behalf of Henry. Also at the battle, though, was Henry III's son. His name was Edward. Now, de Montfort thought, what shall I do with this guy? So if I know, he sent him to the other side of the country and kept him there under lock and key, heavily guarded. But Edward was very shrewd. He built up a relationship with de Montfort's men, so much so that they started to trust him. And he'd go out and do various things, and there was a game that they played. And this was like, the game was, who's got the fastest horse? And they do this regularly. And eventually, Edward got on the fastest horse, started running, and never stopped, because he knew de Montfort's men couldn't catch him. Anyway, from that point on, de Montfort's life was in serious danger, because hell was coming after him with an army, and that is a fact. But de Montfort's most famous moment was this day at the Battle of Lewes. But this story isn't over, not by a long way. I'm Wild Humphrey. I'll be back later. Thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with a fact soon. That's a fact.